So then I entered the supermarket and
Hey, dude.
there was a lot of toilet paper. Like a
Hey,
metric shit ton of ass wiping papyrus.
will you listen?
What?
You know, I was thinking about it. You have this phone that, isn't decades old, unlike this thing right here.
Yeah, and?
Okay, so what's your point? My point is that you're a moron. Yeah, I can't argue with that one. Speaking of things that went from quality to quality, Project Freddy, or at least the remaster, is a game I've heard many positive things about. But I can't say the same for the original game. In fact, I can't even say that I've heard anything about it at all. But I do think that in order to appreciate this game as a remaster, it would be a good idea to check out the original game, just to see how much improvement was made. Holy shit, this title screen is metal. Look, even Freddy is headbanging to it. And yes, that is indeed a Roblox font. I don't know what to think. Freddy, what do you think?
Yes.
The story is, well, nothing to write home about. The pizzeria is open, a night guard is needed, and the wage is minimum. And that's about it. The gameplay is, When Freddy, Bonnie, or Chica enter your office, you gotta turn off the lights. And I don't know, speaking from personal experience, it doesn't seem like a good idea, to be honest. Foxy stands on a separate stage, and when he leaves you gotta play the music to bring him back. Now, the music button does have a cooldown, but it's kinda pointless, since even on the highest AI setting it takes way longer for Foxy to leave. And speaking of AI, when I set everyone to their maximum setting in the custom night, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica just disappeared before they could even make it into my office. Yes, they literally left me to babysit Foxy for 6 hours straight, and I'm not getting paid well enough for this shit. Are you sure it's a good idea for you to look after a baby? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know, you'll probably kill him by accident. Or on purpose. How would you know? I've never babysat in my entire life. Exactly. Now, on top of being easy, this game has a really weird night-by-night structure. And by that I mean, on the first 4 nights, only one of the animatronics is active. And on the 5th night, they are all active. Yeah, it's about as boring as it sounds. Once you beat the 5 nights, you unlock the extras menu. There's your usual stuff like the character models, jump scares, behind the scenes, and there's also a perspective test where you can do this. Then there's the custom night with a couple of challenges, and the section where you can rewatch endings you've unlocked. While I didn't find any of the secret endings, I did find some secrets, like this rare endoskeleton screen. You know what, I'm not exactly in the mood for killing children, so I'm just gonna leave and... Okay, where's my knife? Hey, you want some candy? No, wait, I was talking about killing human children. Oh, okay. Alright, come here, you little shits. Also, pressing CD Plus causes a random jump scare. And yes, this is the only time I got jump scared in this entire game. As you can tell, this game had a lot of room for improvement. Like, a lot? In fact, the last time I compared a game to its remaster, albeit an unofficial one, was with the Return to Freddy's. And would I say that this game is as bad as that? Well, it has original graphics? I guess. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Dude, you're putting this game on the same level as Return to Freddy's classic. Isn't that like one of the most insulting things you could ever do to a FNAF fan game? First of all, yes, you're right. And secondly, I don't think the developer is going to mind. So with that out of the way, let's get to the meat, the remaster. Huh, you actually managed to put this guy to sleep? Did you read him something? Yeah, I read him the Bible. I mean, not exactly the most kid-friendly book you could have read. This is a volume of JoJo. Did I stutter? Okay, so first of all, the story. It exists now. As you work at the pizzeria, the staff members start disappearing one by one each night. We later find out that there was this really bad father who killed his children for YouTube views. Or well, we don't ever find out why other than he's a monster, so I'll just roll with my theory. But hey, that's just a theory. The two kids were reincarnated as Golden Freddy and Shadow Freddy. And because their father used to work at the pizzeria, they now wanna make it shut down. How are they gonna accomplish that? by fucking murdering everyone, of course. So there's the story for you. Now, graphically, the game has improved quite a bit. The character models look better, and you can actually compare them with the old models in the extras menu. That's a pretty cool feature. Okay, so gameplay, is it better? Oh, you bet it is. The gameplay loop itself isn't actually that much different from the original. You keep watching over Foxy while fending off the other animatronics in the exact same way. But this remaster adds a great variety of mechanics and enemy behaviors that make the gameplay way more interesting. So let's get into the details. The pizzeria now has its own phone app, and whoever made it is very proud from what I can tell. I mean, they even put it in the newspaper. The first thing this app has is a radar, which basically shows you the location of all the animatronics. It's also useful for checking if someone's approaching you from the hallway in front of you or the left corner, since those are blind spots that aren't visible on the cameras. The second menu is the frequency, which is what you use against the animatronics. I guess you rape them to scare them off. I mean that's new. And the last menu is maintenance, where you can fix errors and charge your phone. Yes, charge your phone with an app. Without a phone charger. That's dumb, and the phone guy agrees with me.
Why do you fucking charge these goddamn things?
Broken ventilation messes with your vision, and if not fixed in time, it will cause you to suffocate. And then a camera error is a camera error. While most of the characters attack you in the same way, I'm still gonna go over their patterns. Freddy comes at you from the front hall or the left corner, which means you need to use the radar in order to know if he's close. Bonnie and Chica attack you from the left corner or from behind. Now this is where two more mechanics come into play, the vent flashlight and the ability to turn around. Using the flashlight on Bonnie or Chica makes them climb back out of the vents. But if they do make it past the vents, you can check the hallway behind you to see if they're ready to attack. This is actually kinda useful, because one thing I noticed is that if you use the frequency before the animatronic attacks you, you can make them go away quicker. Foxy gradually leaves the pirate cove and you have to stare at his camera for him to go back. He's basically the most important reason for you to use the cameras. On night 6, after killing off the entire crew and the phone guy, who's gonna be bananas, Golden Freddy and Shadow Freddy decide to finish you off themselves. Both of them don't walk around the pizzeria and instead appear in your office whenever they like. But Shadow Freddy has an extra gimmick. He can randomly appear in any camera, and while staring at him doesn't harm you, it does blur your vision quite a bit. Okay, so that about covers the gameplay. Oh no, it doesn't. After each night you get to play a minigame. The first one is pretty simple, you read some papers and you die. In the second one you get to repair Freddy. So the left eye goes in the left socket, the right eye goes in the... Dude, this is too complicated for me. And then you die. In the third minigame you gotta do some chores like in FNAF 6, while Bonnie is trying to kill you. You can tell where Bonnie is by listening to the sound cues. If you hear metal banging, this means he's in the vents. You need to use your flashlight to scare him off. If you hear footsteps, this means he's at the door. Just close it for a few seconds and he'll go away. Once you do finish your job, you get... The fourth minigame is like the Funtime Freddy section in Sister Location, but a bit less tedious. And to spice things up, Golden Freddy can appear on the monitor and crash your fuck off. And crash your system, making you restart the entire thing all over again. To prevent that from happening, you just gotta put away the monitor. Oh, and there's also a depleting oxygen meter. Either the smile is just that terrible, or Fazbear Entertainment can't even afford air. I mean, they can't even afford phone chargers, I wouldn't be surprised. And once you're done, you get to go home and live happily with your family. No, you die. The fifth minigame is really just a cutscene. And the sixth one? Well, okay, this one is easily my favorite one. This is you actually trying to escape from the pizzeria, but in order to leave, you need a key. But the key is in a safe, but in order to open the safe, you need to find the password for it. All while avoiding Golden Freddy and Shadow Freddy, who become more agitated the more progress you make.
Eat all my beans, nigga!
Now, one of the main reasons why I like this minigame so much is because it's actually got a good amount of replay value. The location of the safe, the location of the sheet of paper with the password on it, and the password itself are always random, which means that you do get a slightly different run every time you attempt this minigame. And once you beat it, now you get to go home and live happily with your family, I think. Okay, now we're done with the gameplay. So let's go over some extra stuff, both figuratively and literally. So what about the Easter eggs? Well, the endoskeleton is still here, he exists. Then there's Q. And okay, is this one of those memes that only like 3 people know about? And they all speak sombrero. Okay, what is holy shit. Kinky. As you beat the first 5 nights, you also unlock plushies which appear across the pizzeria. And the golden Freddy one seems to kind of have a mind of its own. The extras menu, aside from giving you a full body shot of the characters' models, also gives you a close-up on them. The jump scares have massively improved from the original, but I don't know if that's much of a compliment, to be honest. Then there's behind the scenes. I have no idea what any of this is, but aside from the last one, that's Sony Vegas, that I recognize. Then you have your usual cheats, an endless mode, and menus where you can replay minigames and rewatch credits. This game has a custom night, obviously, and can I just say this? This is easily my favorite custom night menu. Like, the way the characters appear and disappear in the background when you highlight them, how they're black and white and transparent when they're turned off, and how the lighting on them gets more red the higher you set the difficulty. It's just, well, it looks really nice. That's basically all I wanted to say. In conclusion, this fan game is great. There's way more variety in the gameplay, and because of stuff like random errors and Foxy actually being a threat, the game does have some real tension, and the original game didn't have any of that. That's why it dragged like a snail. And the presentation, well, I think I've made my point clear on that. And the minigames are also a really cool addition. Most fan games would have probably settled on just explaining this type of stuff on the phone calls, like, hello, our janitor was killed. Our mechanic was also killed. Actually, the entire staff is dead now, including me. But here you actually get to play through that. So, does this game deserve all the praise it's been getting? Oh yeah. Oh, who is that? Oh, that's the CPS. The CP what? Child Protective Services, and I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Stop! Stop!
Wait, he was just about to say his first word. Is the baby alive? You should be surprised that I am alive, damn it. We gotta get you out of here, like, right now. What? It means fucking run! Okay, so I know this video took a while to make, like, it's been like over 2.5 weeks since the last video, and by the way, that video it did really well, like, holy shit, we got 100 views this quickly? Thanks, oh, wow. So in short, the school has been giving us like a lot of homework, and I mean a lot. So yeah, it's been kinda hard to focus on the video. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't expect this whole quarantine thing to actually affect my channel, let alone negatively. But don't worry, I think I have this whole thing figured out now. The videos might still take a bit longer to make than usual, but not that long. I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. And I guess that's all I wanted to say, so yeah, thanks for watching this video, and especially thanks for watching it till the end. See ya!